What's up? It's Robert from Existence First, and today I'm going to talk about a quick technique that can be used to shift perspective, and that's going to in turn have an effect on your emotions. So grab an object, could be a pen, a book, a piece of paper, and hold it in front of you while focusing your attention on whatever is behind the pen. So in this case, I'm looking at the wall and I'm seeing the wall very clearly, but the pen, I can still see that it's here, but it's very blurry, right? It's just this dark, like linear blur, okay? So then, after you have your eyes focused on the wall, switch that focus. So then you bring your attention to the pen in front of you, okay? And then you notice that you can see very clearly every minute detail of the pen, you know, the reflections and every little edge and bevel, right? And you can still see the wall, but now the wall is blurry, okay? So this is a demonstration of short-term versus long-term vision. So during a time of what you might call crisis, or this corona chaos, or it doesn't have to be anything related to corona. It could be anything, anything that prompts the fight or flight response. That causes your attention to go boom, short term, right? All of your attention gets focused on that. And what happens as a result? Your long-term vision goes out the window. Now, long-term vision happens in the prefrontal cortex, which is this part of the brain. That's long-term planning, okay? That was one of the latest parts of the brain to evolve. And so basically, when you become obsessed with the short term, what's right in front of you, you're basically like de-evolving, right? You're like regressing back towards like lower life forms. And I know it's a strong statement, but I kind of say it humorously to some degree. But here's the situation, okay? So when you're staring at something right in front of you, sometimes there's a word that's used, and the word is myopic, right? It comes from myopia, which means nearsightedness. It means you need glasses to see things far away, and that you, with the way that your eyes are, you only see things that are like right up close to you. It's used usually like in a negative or critical sense to describe somebody who's like only short-term oriented, okay? But now that you have this technique, now that we have the awareness, now we need a technique to think long-term, okay? And here's how I'm doing it. I'm planning my first post-corona party or whatever, right? Like getting together with friends, going out to the bars. I'm looking forward to that, okay? I'm looking forward to going back to the hockey rink, right? And playing some hockey games. I'm looking forward to this summer, right? All of these things that are long-term, they're not here, right? They're not the next week or two. They're long-term, but when I focus my eyes on that, then I can switch back to here and say, okay, now what do I need to do right here that's going to get me to there? Okay, that's a big question to ask. My whole perspective, my whole emotional set switched and transformed the minute that I started to ask, okay, for these next several weeks or whatever that we have to stay at home, what can I do during this time that if I do it, then when it comes to the time that the ban is lifted and we can go out into the community, I'm going to be in like tip-top shape, right? Whether it's like physical shape, which I'm doing exercises every morning now, so I'll be in top physical shape, or whether it's studying up, right? Studying whatever, business, psychology, philosophy. I have a whole stack of books right here. Studying up so that when this ban is lifted, I'm just like, boom, right out of the gates, like in super high strength level, okay? That's where I want to be at. And when I frame things that way, everything is just better. So think deeply and put your existence first.